Hi, I'm Joe Scochlas,
And I'm Benjamin Rowlands.
and we're here today to spread the awareness of our environment pollution in hopes to stop or even slow this increased problem to our environment. Also, we will be clearing up any confusion of what the pH level is and what it actually means for our drinking water. To begin our discussion of water pollution, let's first put things into context. Water takes up over 70% of the world's surface, and it is most important natural resource in our environment. This pollution of our water affects oceans, lakes, rivers, and streams and causes a threat to the environment. If we do not do something now, our next generation will face great problems with the natural resource. Now let's hear from Ben to learn about what water pollution actually is.
Thanks, Joe. Water pollution is a type of physical, biological, and chemical change in the quality of the water that threatens the health of living organisms who use the water for any type of purpose. To get a better understanding of what water pollution is, let's take a look at the four main categories of water pollution. First, we have disease-causing agents. These include bacteria, viruses, protozoa, parasitic worms that enter sewage systems, and untreated waste. The second category are oxygen-demanding wastes. These are wastes that can be decomposed by oxygen requiring bacteria. When large amounts of these wastes are being converted by bacteria, it can deplete oxygen levels in the water and kill all other living organisms in the water. The third type of water pollution are water-soluble inorganic pollutants, which in large amounts will cause death to marine life and make the water unsuitable for drinking. The pollutants in this category include acids, salts, and toxic metals. For the fourth different type of water pollution, we have nutrient pollution. These are water-soluble phosphates and nitrates that deplete the water's oxygen and again, kill the aquatic life. Aside from regular trash and water pollution, these are the four main types of water pollution that we believe are important for you to know. As water pollution, it's just any type of way that you go about, changing the type of water, changing what's in the water is water pollution. You don't want to change our water that we have today. Let's hear from Joe to get a better understanding.
Expanding on the different categories of pollution, it is important to know where the pollution comes from so that we can get an understanding of where we should attack the problem first. Some of the main causes of pollution are as follows: factories, refineries, waste treatment facilities, mining, pesticides, herbicides, fertilizers, human sewage, oil spills, failing septic systems, soap from your water from washing the car, oil and antifreeze leaking from your cars, household chemicals, and animal waste. Now, when you look deeper into our effect on the environment and water pollution, we should also look into what eutrophication is. This is a natural nutrient enriched from soil. When first hearing, one may think that this would be positive for water and the environment. This term, eutrophication, happens when humans' activities such as agriculture give the water too many nutrients and cause marine plant life such as algae to grow rapidly. Because of this rapid growth, the water will absorb less sunlight and aerobic bacteria will become more active. Then these bacteria continue to deplete the oxygen levels in the water, even further making it impossible for anything else to grow or survive.
Thanks again, Joe. Remember when you were just a child hearing about water pollution and the problems with acid rain? What in the world really is acid rain? Looking back at it now, many of us may not remember exactly what it was in the lessons that we learned. The process of acid rain happens when gases such as carbon dioxide, sulfuric acid, and carbon monoxide dissolve in rainwater. When these gases dissolve in rainwater, they change the pH level of the water to below 6.5, making it qualified as acid. Now, let's head back over to Joe to hear about our second topic of what the pH level of water really means.
Thanks, Ben. By definition, the pH level stands for the level of acidity or alkalinity. To understand what the pH level really means, we must first understand that a pH level of 7 means that the substance is neutral, and also the pH reading for pure water. In a more basic sense, water with a pH lower than 7 is considered acidic, and water with a pH greater than 7, basic. This test of the pH of the water helps determine the corrosiveness of the water tested. In general, water with a pH level of 6.5 or lower could be found acidic, soft, or corrosive. The water could contain metal ions such as iron, magnesium, copper, lead, and zinc, or in other words, elevated level of toxic metals. These toxic metals in the water could cause damage to piping systems and have metallic or sour taste, and stain your laundry and leave blue-green staining in your sinks and drains, as well as posing many different health risks. Also, because the water is soft, it will make soaps and other cleaning products lather faster.
On the flip side, water with a pH level of 8.5 or higher is considered hard water. Unlike the lower pH level water with a high pH level will not cause any health risks, but will cause the taste of the water to be unpleasant. This will give the water an alkali taste and form a deposit on dishes, utensils, and laundry basins, and also cause difficulty in getting soaps and detergents to lather, unlike the different soft water. Although it is healthier to drink water with a pH level between 6 and 8.5, the human maintains a pH equilibrium on a constant basis and will not be affected by the water consumption. For example, our stomachs have a naturally low pH level of 2, which is beneficial for acids that help us digest our food. But according to recent studies, it is found that most tap and well water found in the United States are not safe for drinking due to heavy industrial and environmental pollution. It is always important to test the pH level of your drinking water, as well as to install a water filtration system so that you know that you are getting the best possible drinking water and water to use any other types of way as possible. So, to further instruct you guys on what a pH level test actually is, we went out into the store and actually bought one so we can show you guys what the materials are, what you do with the materials, and what they actually imply once you get your results from the recording. So, to kind of get us started, the pH level test comes in a small box, as I've shown right here. The one we picked up is called an Aqua Check. It's mainly for pool and spa tests, but when I was checking with the help at the store, they were telling me that it's you can really do it with any type of water test, and so I figured it would be a good thing for us to use and get an idea of what type of water we're really dealing with. So you can go pick us up at any local pool supply store. We went to a Leslie's right over down the street from campus. You can also get at Walmart, Target. This ran for about $10, so it's relatively cheap for you. So what we have here, the kit comes with a list of directions as shown. It's very, very simple, as my partner Joe will be showing you in a moment. And what you end up getting in the kit is a package like this. Now, it might look kind of small, really not entailing too much, but inside of here are about 50 little strips. Now, these strips are what you put into the water to get your reading. When you put these into the water, it's going to change the color and it's going to give you a type of reading so you can get a better understanding of what the pH level of your water is, and if it entails any acids, it has alkalinity inside of it, and if it's a hard or soft type water. So, without further ado, to hear more about how the test is actually done and what the test really entails, let's hear from my buddy Joe and get a better idea.
Well, earlier what my partner Ben described, we purchased the Aqua Check, and it's going to test for the pH. And we have the directions right here, and the pH says it refers to the intensity or acid or alkaline materials in your water. And in back of me is the Tullahopkin River, and we are going to test for the pH. And basically, if the pH is too high, scale can form on surfaces in contact with the water, and if the pH is too low, metal parts will corrode. And adjust total alkalinity before adjusting pH. This will help prevent sudden fluctuations in pH. When the pH is too low, add soda ash, and when the pH is too high, add an acid. And so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take one of these strips and dip it into the water. And as you can tell on the back of this, we'll do a reading of how the colors match, and that will tell us the levels of the acidity. And if you could tell, it's starting to look on the higher side of the pH, but we have to wait about probably 10 more seconds. I would say the pH in this Tolhopkin River is probably closest to 7.8 to 8.4, in between there, which is relatively high. So this would indicate a high pH in this river. So in conclusion, with the study, what we wanted to prove was how the pH in this river, and show you how like a local river, just like right next to us, can be a high pH. So we're gonna have my partner Ben just conclude with everything